Welcome to Serenity. My name is Sarah and I talk all about tea here. I'm going to do a cold and hot review of DAVIDsTEA's Wild Raspberry. This is one of their new summer releases. It's a green tea and it smells so good. One of my top most reached for teas in the summer is frozen raspberry, so I'm kind of excited to try one of their brand new raspberry teas and see if it compares to that herbal blend that I love so much. So without further ado, let's just dive right into this. First, let's see what they say about it on their website. Ready to make your party time excellent? This totally tubular blend takes you back to your first 90s house party with flavors of berry punch. We centered this green tea around fresh, juicy raspberries, throwing notes of pomegranate and hibiscus into the mix. Party on! What makes it great? Nostalgia never tasted so good. We wanted to bring back the radical 90s with fruit punch memories. Make the best cocktail ever. Did anyone say raspberry daiquiri? Enjoy it hot or cold, perfect on a hot afternoon or sipped warm while watching your fave 90s flick. For me, that would be Clueless. Whatever. Oh, I'm so loserly. Let's see what this tea smells like before I get it steeping for you. So you are punched with the smell of raspberry juice. I can see this making a really nice daiquiri if you had a tea concentrate of it. I have a feeling this is going to be really, really good cold. I have a tiny little teapot. This was inspired by As the Tea Brews. Get this tea scooped out here, and then we will do a close-up of the brewing because I'm pretty sure it's going to steep up a really fun color. Let's see what that looks like. A nice scoop of tea. You can see it's got some fun ingredients in it. Lots of green tea leaves. I see little bits of fruit. I think I see rose petals. They're not huge though. All right, let's get this steeping. Wild Raspberry by DAVIDsTEA. Juicy, punchy raspberries with a tart hibiscus finish. The ingredients are apple, green tea, hibiscus, natural flavoring, raspberry and pomegranate, raspberry, pomegranate, rose petal, stevia extract. Well, that was a very fun steep. I am so glad I bought this little thing. This is so cool. But you can see up close, lots of fun things going on. It's steeped up a nice kind of pinky red color. I'm gonna get this poured out right away because it is a green tea. I don't want to oversteep it. And it's been going for just over 3 minutes. And this holds the perfect amount of water for a perfect teacup. That is awesome. I steeped this at just under 4 minutes, just barely, and I used green tea temperature water. Let's see what this tea smells like steeped up here. It smells really nice. First impression, raspberries, and then I'm catching something else, which I assume is the pomegranate. It smells really juicy, really delicious. I'm really interested to see if the floral notes from the rose comes through when I actually taste it. All right, let's give this tea a taste. First impression ever. First impression, I can taste the green tea leaves, but they are definitely a back end to the forefront of fruit. I mean, it's not the same degree as an herbal is because herbals actually taste like legit juice. This tastes like a raspberry green tea with other fruit flavors going on here. The one thing I will note is I do taste the lingering effects of the stevia. I know stevia is a fairly controversial ingredient for a lot of people due to sensitivity, and also some people really interpret the taste strangely. I typically don't mind stevia. There's been a few occasions where I've absolutely hated it. But in this case, I would say it's not totally off-putting. It is just a bit more noticeable than I was expecting. While I like to drink all my teas hot and plain, this one would be really good iced and potentially as a tea cocktail. I wouldn't say it's any frozen raspberry, but wild raspberry is a nice tea. Could this tea use sweetener? I don't think it would be necessary. You could. I need to get myself a raspberry infused honey because I wouldn't want to use any of my other flavored honeys and kind of battle the flavor of raspberry going on here. In addition to trying my tea hot and plain, which is my standard way of drinking tea, hence the reason I like to always share that with you, I also cold steeped this. As usual, I used my Hario cold steeper. I put 2 full scoops into this because I like my iced teas a little stronger. Well, I should say cold steep tea, sort of, because I actually do use a little bit of hot water first to cover the tea leaves and melt any sugars. And I'm also a little bit paranoid about bacteria. I've read some stuff online that unless the tea is specifically noted as cold steep, that you really do need to use hot water, but who knows? There's a lot of debate on that online, that's for sure. I've got my double-walled glass cup. It's a DAVIDsTEA one. I got it on Facebook Marketplace for like 50 cents. I got 2 of them actually for $1. Okay, let's see what this tea tastes like cold. I have a feeling it's gonna be kind of in the right family for cold. It smells like juice, like tea juice, not strong, not like crazy strong. Okay, definitely, in my opinion, better cold, which is weird for me to say because I am a hot tea drinker. This just makes all the fruit feel more full-bodied. The sweetness of the stevia is still coming through. You definitely do not need to sweeten this tea unless you like crazy sweet tea, which sometimes I do. I can see this tea being a delicious iced tea lemonade and potentially a tea cocktail, a tea pop. Oh my goodness, the options are really endless. That's it for my tea review of DAVIDsTEA's Wild Raspberry, a very delicious green tea. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.